Okay, I'm here. And you guys, I am so sorry I've been gone. I am so sorry that I was gone last week. I had to take my children to the fair. Last week was their fair day. So, welcome. And thank you guys for coming back and sticking with me. I was telling everyone earlier that I had to take off last week to take my children to the fair day. I'm a mother, and that's my first ministry is to my children. So today's topic we are speaking on: have modern men lost their minds? The reason why I wanted to discuss this is because of the increase in violence that has come about against women. I don't know if there's always been these many violent acts against women, and maybe I just didn't know because I don't watch a lot of television, or perhaps it's because they weren't showing it as much. Now we have all these media outlets, so we are more aware of what's going on in the world and in America as it pertains to violence against women. And I feel that a lot of this is going on because of these preachings that are going on YouTube and other platforms where men are coaching other men to make women do what you say, make women bow down to you. It's just not like how things used to be, where men used to accept rejection and keep it pushing, go on to the next woman. Today these men are so afraid of rejection that they go on to other shows with other men that teach them all of this buffoonery of how to treat women, which is ultimately going to make them be alone. So we have a few comments in the comment section, but before I go there, I want to make sure that you guys do see the question is at the bottom. I decided to put it at the bottom instead of having it. I have it as a ticket instead of where I can take it off and take it on, because it makes it a lot more difficult for me. But welcome. Thank you guys for coming back. We're going to grab a few people and bring them up. Hello, Isaac, sure. I don't know if I'm saying that. Amika, Chris, thank you guys. Let's see. Amika and Chris, would you guys like to come up? Let me share this. Let me share the link so you guys can come up. Chris, I know you're going to come up. And then that will be that. Okay. Okay, so you guys, you see the link, it's there. So anyone that wants to come up, the reason why I'm asking again, have modern men lost their minds, is because, or shall I say, the reasons why I feel that modern men have lost their minds. Chris, I'm gonna go through these and then I'm gonna bring you up. The reason why I feel that modern men have lost their minds is because they can't take rejection. I think I mentioned that a few minutes ago. This new thing that they have called domestic discipline, where a YouTuber is teaching guys, well, hey, if your wife or your girlfriend doesn't do what you say, it's okay to, I guess, put your hands on her and correct her. It's called domestic discipline instead of domestic violence. I think that they're selfish. And I've seen a few videos where men expect sex in exchange for dinner. They go out on a date and they're putting it out there. Hey, guys, we don't take you on a date and invest in you for you not to give us sex at the end of the night. So, Chris, I'm going to go ahead and pull you up. So, in exchange for dinner. They go out on a date and they're putting it out there. Hey, guys, we don't take you on a date and invest in you. Chris, you're going to have to close at the end of the night. So, Chris, I'm going to go ahead and pull you up. So, in exchange for dinner, they go out on a date and they're putting it out there. Hey, guys, we don't take you on a date and invest in you. Chris, you're going to have to close at the end of the night. So, Chris, I'm going to go ahead and pull you up. So an exchange with dinner. They go out on a date and they're putting it out there. Hey, guys, we don't take you on a date and invest in you. Chris, okay, Amika, that sounds great. So, Chris, if there's an echo, so I'm going to have to put you on mute until you get that figured out. So an exchange. Sorry, you guys. I had to mute Chris. I think that he forgets. Hello, Cocoa Butter Barbie. It's good to see you. Tonight we're discussing, have modern men lost their minds? This is a video to address the recent violence against women. So there's been so many cases. Some of the cases, if you guys seen on YouTube or on Instagram, there's this incident where this guy, he rings this lady's doorbell and he's asking for someone. And she opens the door and she has a ring as well. Chris, did you get everything figured out? Give me a thumbs up if you got everything figured out. You got YouTube closed off. So this guy, one incident is this guy, he rings the doorbell and then he asks this lady, is this one person there? And she's telling him no, that this person is not there. So then hi Queen Mercy, how you doing? So then after that, he goes back and he asks her another question. He asks her, well, can he come in? And she's telling him no. And then he says, well, can I eat your pee? And she just slams the door and hangs up, closes the door on him, and kind of pushes him out because he's trying to go inside of her house. And it's like, man, that's weird. Why would someone do that? Then there was another incident where there was a lady, I don't know where she moved from, but she moved here to Texas, to the Dallas area. And there was a guy who was talking to her through her ring. And he was telling her how, beautiful he thought she was and how he admired her. And then he comes to her, he asks her, well, can they hang out? And it was just really sketchy. So those are two incidents. Then there was another incident. I don't know if you guys saw this, out of the Bronx, New York, where this guy at 2:00 in the morning, this lady was getting off from work. She was going to her house. And this guy, she said she saw him on the outside. He looked very suspicious. She's walking to her door to go home as she normally would after she got off from work. And this guy runs and tries to get into her apartment. By the grace of God, she did not drop her keys or fumble or stumble trying to get inside of the house, but she was able to get inside of her house and lock her door in the nick of time for this guy not to come in. And then, as you all know, the young woman, Maya, I believe her name is, Chris is back, so we're going to add him up. The young lady, Maya, was murdered, and they're thinking that it was by the maintenance guy, because the maintenance guy killed himself shortly after, and he was questioned and they spoke to him about it. However, he cowardly took himself out. So that's pretty much a clear implication that he did it, because everyone knew, it was no secret that he had been harassing her. So yes, Cocoa Butter Barbie, all of this is frightening. I'm going to put the link back down in if someone wants to come up. It's okay, Chris. I'm going to put it back in. So if someone wants to come up so we can discuss these things, this is very important, you guys. We need to discuss this. We need this to stop. It's getting out of control. So I just gave you guys 4 incidents. If you guys know of some other, please share with us. And women, always look over your shoulder. It's sad. We live in a sad day where women are choosing to be alone because men, they're not polite to us. If you guys know of some other, please share with us. Chris, and women, always look over your shoulder. We live in a sad day where women are choosing to be alone because men. Okay, I'm gonna have to mute Chris's mic because it's echoing loud and we can all hear it. But I thank you all. Okay, we lost him again. So nonetheless, I thought it was very important that I spoke on this topic because Women are choosing to be alone because men are being taught the wrong thing about how to get along with women, how to date women, how to choose women. And I feel like if we had more people out here like myself, other content creators, to be honest with these men and young boys and to um, teach them a better way of living and high organic black and how to accept rejection, I think the world will be a safer place for us. But since it's not, because we have so many men working against us, all these groups, you got the MGTOW and the red pill men that are teaching these men to do the wrong thing to women. It's getting out of control. I believe, in my opinion, that's why we're seeing the increase in violence against women. Until men stop treating women so bad and work with women and get along with women. It's okay, Chris. um and until these things stop. Thank you, Organic Black. And I just have on, see, I have no makeup. I just have, so I would say if oh, you guys can't see her comment, I'm sorry. She's giving me a compliment. She's telling me that I'm pretty and I'm inspiring her to wear makeup. I have on some lipstick from MAC. I put on some lashes, no liner, because I was kind of in a hurry. I wanted to get here quickly, but I don't have any makeup on. That's just God's grace. That's my parents. That's all that is. And but thank you so much for the compliment. But I want someone to grab the link if you can see it. If you need me to put it down, Emma has made it. I want some ladies to come up here and talk to me. Tell me how you feel. Do you feel safe if you are single? If you are living alone, do you have a gun? Because as we see, there are a lot of violent situations going on against women, today. And it's really, really sad. It has to stop. I need you guys to create other YouTube channels expressing how you feel. Okay, we're going to try one more time. We're going to bring Chris up after I read this comment from Cocoa Butter Barbie. She says, right, I feel like the internet and TV makes some men think women are their property and they can do whatever they want to do to us. Some men, exactly, some men. And I feel that if social media and these content creators weren't teaching this, I don't feel like this would happen. I think that it's fueling the fire. Okay, Chris, we're going to add you to the stream. Let's see how this sounds. Okay, Chris, you have to unmute yourself. It's telling me that I can't unmute you because you've muted yourself. So today, you guys, if you can see the ticket that's going across, have modern men lost their minds? Yes, I believe that they've lost their minds. And let's get back to my first. Chris, you have to take your computer off of mute and you have to close out YouTube. So today, you guys, if you can see the ticket that's going across, have modern men lost their minds? Yes, I believe they've lost their yes, their it's minds. Jason Weaver. He's my first. Chris, you have to take your computer off of mute and you have to close out YouTube. Okay, I had to mute Chris again. So sorry, Chris, but it's echoing so loud to where I keep hearing myself speak. So you have to close out YouTube and only be in StreamYard, and then that will make everything okay. Okay, Chris left. He'll come back because he always does. Okay, so modern men can't take rejection. Men, if you're listening, it happens to women too. Like, we have in our mind a certain guy that we want to be with, but that guy may not want to be with us. So guess what? It's not the end of the world. You just keep going. There's someone out there for everyone, okay? There's someone out there that wants to love you. It may not be the person that you desire, but that's the way life is. You can't have everything you want. This is something your parents should have taught you as a child. The next thing, this domestic discipline. When someone is an adult, you cannot discipline them. Point blank and period. You cannot. You can talk to them, try to come to a solution. If you can't come to a solution, the only thing you can do is part ways. Meet someone else that's on your program that wants to do what you want to do, okay? Um, Demanding women to follow your lead. One of my favorite YouTube pastors, or just he's just a pastor, period, is Pastor Bishop R.C. Blakes. And R.C. Blake says, this is for Christians. So if you're not a Christian, this doesn't apply to you. I'm not talking to you. I'm speaking specifically to Christians. For the Christians out there, if you want to get this submission and respect, I've said this before on this channel, you got to lead by example. You have to honor the woman. The Bible says you have to honor the woman. Then it speaks about getting submission, okay? So when you don't honor her, holding her in high regard, and I'm not talking about any woman, I'm referring to women that carry themselves in a respectful way, women that are deserving of being honored, you know? So that's something women we have to work on as well. You can't expect for a man to respect you and you out here doing God knows what, saying God knows what. Hey, Zedra. You cannot expect some respect wearing God knows what. It's not happening. Um Selfish. Being selfish, men, it's not going to get it either. You have to be willing to share what you have. Your whole purpose as a Christian. Remember, if you're not Christian, don't even just tune out. Well, I'm not talking to you. As a Christian man, your purpose is to provide, okay? That's your entire purpose, provide and replenish the earth by multiplying, having more babies, okay? So you have to get a wife to do these things. You need to have commitment so you can have order, so you can be the head of your house, leading by example, honoring her. um so the selfishness, not wanting to be with women that have kids. My dad has been with my mom since I was 3. So of course this is my stepfather who stepped in, right? He was 25. My mom had 3 kids. Okay. He didn't run off and say, and now he and my mom have been together over 30 years. He didn't run off as a 25-year-old man and say, oh, I don't want a woman with kids. All the attention has to be on me. He stayed and he didn't have his own children, and he doesn't have any children now. So the being selfish, you just never know why God is putting you in different situations. As Christians, Joseph was a stepfather. God, everything that we're going through, God teaches us about, he shows us about, so there's nothing that we haven't been through that he didn't go through. M. Reimer says, is it selfish to not want to be with a woman without kids? No, I mean, that's your preference. But I understand why you would not want to be with a woman. I understand why you don't want to be with a woman that's without kids, because a lot of them are selfish. When most women, when they have children, especially a mature woman, when we have children, it changes us for the better. It makes us better people. It makes us not selfish. It makes us more caring, So no, M. Romer, that's just your personal preference if you want to be. But women, you have to beware of men that want to be with women only with kids. Not M. Reimer, because he's a great guy. Zedra, okay, Zedra and M. Reimer are talking to each other. Chris, what up? Trying to be on point. Okay, so Chris, I don't know what you're doing. You just have to follow exactly what I'm saying. You have to, when I pull you up, when you grab the link, you got to get out of YouTube and be in StreamYard only. That's it. It's very simple. Okay, so I'm gonna post the link again for anyone else that wants to come up. M. Reimer, Zedra, Amika, Organic Black, someone please come up. I'm drowning up here by myself. Expecting the sex for dinner. Now I know y'all leader out here has told y'all that it is okay to expect sex in exchange for dinner, but I'm here to tell you, as a woman, as a Christian woman, as an honorable woman, dinner is not an even exchange for sex. It's just not. You know why? For me, Because I have over $50,000 in credit line, okay? I can take myself to any restaurant that I want to go to. I'm not going to give you my virtue in exchange for dinner. It's not happening. It's not. I'm not doing it because I'm losing more than I'm gaining, you know? And women, keep yourself together. Keep your credit good so that way you don't have to give your body away for dinner. Christian women, God lives inside of us. Why would you want to expose your body to something like that? For a meal, for food? No. We serve a God that's way bigger than that. M. Reimer says, I get why a man would not want to be with woman with kids. It's a different level of responsibility that sometimes comes with zero appreciation and high levels of stress. Yes, it does. Absolutely. But even if you had your own kids, it would be stressful. No one said it was going to be easy, raising other humans to be out in this world and to be, I say, a benefit and not a burden. It's not easy at all. But remember, you were a child at some point. God is my judge. What about Red Lobster? See, back in the day, if a man took you to Red Lobster, you know what that meant. So Red Lobster is now, I guess, equivalent to maybe like a Del Frisco or a Perry's. Um, Red Lobster, I mean, it's still a pretty good restaurant, but no, it's not enough. Like you can go to, I've been to Del Frisco's out on a date, and the dinner was like $400. So don't take these women there. If you're looking for sex from a woman, don't take her there unless you're already in a long-term relationship where you're getting some, because a woman like me, I ain't giving you none for taking me to Del Frisco's. That should be the norm for you. Take these women to lunch. Look, whenever it's my time to pay on a date, that's what I do. Take these men to lunch. Hey, baby, I'll meet up with you for lunch. Or I'll cook them something. So, hey, I'm still taking care of what I need to take care of, but you got to be clever about these things. Hold on. Let me come over this way. Cocoa Butter Barbie says, sex isn't nutritious, empty calories. I'm going to keep my mouth closed on that comment. I can come up for a few minutes. Thank you, Queen Mercy. Do you have the link? I'll put it back in the chat so you can come up and we can discuss this. Because we need to help these men to get better so that they won't. There it is. It's in the chat now. So once you get in, you're going to close out YouTube and come into StreamYard. Thank you so much, too, for coming up. M. Reimer says, I think if you want to get someone, you should take them out for coffee. Dinner implies a deeper desire. Exactly. Ladies, being out at night. This is what's on these men's mind. I get it. Men, they say it all the time. This is what they want. So I think as more women become more realistic about what the man's expectation is, I think that the women will be more prepared and not put themselves in a situation to possibly get harmed. No one should be harming anyone, period. But hey, I mean, it's the reality. This is what they're expecting. Zedra says that it's 530 calories per session. That's all you eating, girl. That ain't enough. You're gonna be hungry. Based on a 2,000 calorie diet. Girl, forget about that 2,000 calorie diet. Okay, Chris, you ready? Let's see if Chris is ready. Okay, Chris, you ready?
Yes, I am.
Let's see if Chris is ready. Okay, it's still echoing.
Yes, I am. Okay.
Do you hear the
Is that
echo?
better? Is that
Oh,
better?
that's 100%. Hey, Black Pill. I'm no longer Red Pill. I'm not going by the name. I'm not, I think he means he's now going by the name Black Pill. I'm so excited to see you, Black Pill. I need you to come up. And then you're going to have to educate me on what Black Pill is because I don't know. Hold on, let's read a few of these comments, Chris, and then we're gonna get your opinion. Okay, M. Reimer says the night changes things. Women become objects of desire at night. Exactly, men do too. Organic Black says she's back. Cool. So we're still talking about, we're trying to help these men become better and be more realistic about dating and going out. So that way they don't have to feel like they have to take something that they want. Well, they can just get it. Zedra is talking to M. Reimer and she says she want more than coffee. That's cheap. Yeah. I mean, because let me tell you, men, why women want more than coffee, especially if you're going out, because it costs so much. We have to get our hair done. We have to buy clothes, we have to get prepared for those mothers. They have to, get a babysitter. So you can spend about close to $1,000 just getting ready to go out on a date. Yeah. Amika, I see that you're here. Okay, Chris. What's the deal, Chris? Happy Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday.
Well, let
Happy
me tell you
Wednesday.
guys something for the people in the chat, because there was a guy over here. I had to put him in timeout last time. Chris is at home and he's relaxed, but in the daytime, Chris is a very important banker. Actually, what he does is he looks at accounts and he's looking for fraud all day long. And then he's connecting with feds and he told them, hey, this account don't look right. Such and such had $20,000 put in here today, yesterday, and the next day.
Cut it
And
out. Hey, cut it
okay,
out.
I won't tell
We're
too
gonna
much
stop
his
there.
business,
We're gonna stop there.
but Chris is nobody's Dusty. Okay, he is
Yes,
a professional man. He just home and he just laid back watching the show. And he's my friend. And he's coming up here supporting me. So you better not speak
absolutely.
ill
I
of me,
definitely
okay,
support
Chris?
you 100% and all that. And then Rhymer, and then all my homeboys out there from the other show. Yes, man, much love. Hey, you'll see a motherfucker. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, I hear all your discussion is talking about what men is supposed to do for women, but what are women supposed to do for men? I, huh?
We're gonna get to that, Chris. We are. I'm gonna get to that, but that's on a separate show. Tonight, we are discussing the violence against women and why I believe that the violence
Oh! Niggas is sensitive. They listening to too much Drake and shit. They in their feelings.
yeah.
They are off these pills and off this other stuff, and that's to me what it is because it's happening here a whole lot in my city. So
Yes.
it's not about individual men. It's about these young men out
Yeah.
here doing these things, and they out here feeling this kind of way or feeling like this or feeling like that or what have you. But no,
But
no.
it's the older men teaching the younger guys to go do this.
Oh,
Amika,
so
your
wait,
device is
wait.
not connected. Amika,
Yeah,
your device is not connected, baby. That's why I can't pull you up. Let's read this from Organic Black. She says, as a leader, you shouldn't be pressed to ask that question. Women risk a lot giving birth to your children and taking care of them. Correct? What they say, death visit us 7 times. Amika, you ready to come on up? I'll bring you on up.
I don't know
Hello,
if you can hear
Amika.
me. Hi,
Yes, we can hear you. How you doing, beautiful?
I'm fine. How are you?
We're doing good. Chris, how you
Okay.
doing?
Hi, Chris.
listening.
Yes. So, yeah, I think it has a lot to do with maturity. Like, a lot of boys, I wouldn't really call them men because back in the days, men knew how to talk to women. If somebody rejects you, you don't take that personal, you just keep on moving. People automatically think that who they are attracted to is automatically attracted to them. So somebody may be your type, but you're not their type, and that's okay. And I think with the pandemic and all of that, a lot of people have lost their minds,
Ooh,
you know.
yes, girl. A lot of people have lost their mind. Men, women, everyone. But this increase in violence. Have you guys seen this violence against women like it's been here lately?
Yes, I have. And it's
Yes,
very scary.
yes, it is. It is. You see, and to me, and the individuals who I have to had conversations with, like these niggas is too sensitive. These men are too sensitive. They get out here, they be all in their feelings and all in their emotions and stuff between the drugs that they're taking as well.
Yep.
Chris, do you think that's because they're sensitive because they're raised by their mothers?
Yeah, I think it's a combination of a lot of different factors between the drugs, not having the proper male paternalship, as well as them just listening to some of this music. No, I'm not gonna say this music because I sound real old. No, I'm not that old. It ain't even about that music, but between the drugs and then not having that parental guidance.
Okay, let's take on this question from Black Pill, formerly known as Red Pill. He says, "We supposed to take these females out for a cup of coffee, then not get none? Oh hell no! Why would a man think he's supposed to have sex in exchange for a cup of coffee?"
You asking me?
Yes.
Oh, I don't know. I don't agree with that. You know, you got to pay to play a little bit.
Amika, what do you think about a man expecting sex from you from a cup of coffee or from a dinner?
I think that's just ridiculous. You know, they want.
We lost Amika. Amika, come back up. I'm gonna
Yeah, but
post her back
okay,
on here.
okay, but you got to be able to. You have to be able to. I believe the court a woman and date a woman if you're serious about that. Men can gauge the different type of individual woman that they're dealing with and know how far they're supposed to come, how far they're supposed to go. So based upon a woman's appearance, her conversation, then you can gauge how far you're supposed to go. Not every woman is going to get the same treatment. The same way, not every man is going to get the same treatment from every woman.
That's true.
So you got all that comes into play. You got to be able to recognize that and be able to move the way you need to move for whatever your goal. Oh, somebody coming back.
Yeah, Mika, she's back now.
Yes, I'm sorry, I got disconnected.
It's okay, baby.
Yeah, I think that's ridiculous. A cup of coffee, come on. I mean, you can't really put a price on your body and what you want to do with it, but a cup of coffee, really do.
Yeah, I agree with the cup of coffee part.
So what I suggest to men is get to know these ladies. Get to know them. There are some women out here that just they want to get down and get dirty. There are some.
Yeah.
You need to
There's
be
some women who do it for less.
Some will do it for less than a cup of coffee. It may not be the kind you want, but see, they want these baddies to do it for that. These baddies not doing it for that.
What's a baddie? Wait. What's a baddie?
The baddie is the Instagram model. This is the single chick with no children. They got the flat tummy with no stretch marks. That
So that's what you call a baddie is?
That's what these young kids. That's what they call them a baddie.
No,
these Instagram models. That's what they're because they're only looking at looks. They're only looking at the surface, Chris. Because
that may be so okay, but you catering or talking about an individual crowd who is looking at ladies at a whole different experience. If you're a grown man or if you are mature enough and you want something, you can't call them. Those ain't baddies. Those are face pumpers.
Chris, Organic Black wants to know how old are you?
Who is Organic Black? Is that a lady or a guy? Because I don't
want. It's a lady. She's really sweet.
I'm 45. I am 45 years old. But still, the same thing. A face pumper is a face pumper. So if you're looking at these young, or if you're looking at not even young, but these ladies who are out here trying to, just being hoes or whatever, I'm not going to treat you the same way. But if there may be a younger lady who acts with respect and so forth, you're not a face pumper no more. And some of these ladies who we are talking about who are being grouped individually, they are face pumpers.
Face pumpers, Chris, that's not nice.
That is not nice. Shame on them.
Yeah, shame on them. Exactly. Ladies, again, as Chris say, and this is something we are going to definitely discuss how women should conduct themselves, you know. But I think a lot of times the guys that and that's a major part of it too. I'm not gonna only come down on the guys because the ladies need to hear the truth when you have these videos that are so sexually suggestive and I mean that's all you're showing on Instagram is body, you know, how can you expect for the men not to
Treat you like a
respect for you exactly to give
Exactly.
him some after having some coffee? You got to have respect for yourself. That's why a lot of women will say, "Oh, you know, like you guys know I'm not on the bashing black men trail. You know, I want black men to get better, but I can't say that all black men are just so bad. Let's not give birth to them anymore." I think that's a bit extreme
yeah.
because, in
We
my
can't.
experience, and maybe it's because of the way that I carry myself, I don't have those issues with black men. I can't really say that I've met a black man since I have been an adult that has tried to approach me that didn't make six figures or was close to it. You know, and ladies, don't judge a
Whoa,
book by
whoa, 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 whoa! Wait! You started talking about making money. We're talking about being
because
gentle.
that's what everybody's talking about. They're talking about all black men are broke and dusty and da 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 da. And I'm saying, in my experience, that's not what I has. That's not has that hasn't been my experience since I have been an adult woman.
Right. But you train you made a transition from the conversation about the ladies to talking about men making money.
Okay, okay.
there's
I'm
a
sorry, Chris.
whole
I'm
little
sorry.
different.
Let me pull it back in here. Let me rear it on back since Chris don't like what I'm doing.
No, I just wanted to make sure I recognize or make all the crowd and all the individuals listening to recognize that there was a whole completely different transition between what y'all was talking about, but
Okay.
between what the discussion was. That's
So
all.
this discussion is what have modern men lost their mind? Why are men attacking women? Okay. And we're stating tonight, you said because they're sensitive. I stated because they can't take rejection. They have too many YouTube people, social media people teaching them otherwise. Um,
I
they're
agree.
they're selfish. They have expectations that are unrealistic, and
They are present. Yes, I agree, but they're also presented with an environment with the ladies that makes them feel like it's supposed to be this certain way.
the
Because
way that the
men is
women
only going to go so
today,
far. If perfect example, if women would stop entertaining these niggas who'll be at the gas station with their drawers down their whole motherfucking booty ass out, the niggas would stop pulling their pants all the way damn down.
I agree. I
So
mean, what you think
when
about
you're
that,
talking about
Amiga?
what men doing and how what man is doing and so forth and all that, we only are doing what y'all let us do. If man, never mind. I can
No,
go further
no,
than that.
no. Speak on
No,
it. Speak
no,
on it,
because you know what I'm saying. I would get hammered for this shit. But
Chris. Speak
there's
on it.
just
We are here
certain
for you to
there's
speak on
certain
it.
things that men us and we've been able to do that if women was like, no, we ain't fucking with you, we ain't coming with you and all that, we wouldn't do no more. Like wearing drawers and silky shorts and then pants on a hot summer ass day and then still be able to go get some coochie. Nigga, you know your ball stank, but you know what y'all do? Y'all be like, hey, come on in. I'ma still do you. This nigga got on 3 layers of motherfucking of undergarments and pants, and out there musty as hell, and ain't bringing you no money, and still getting some good coochie.
Maybe that's all that they see. I don't know. I can't explain that because I
Right,
have
that
standards.
part right there. So we go. Yeah, I just flipped it right there from what you. I just flipped it. So now you saying what you say. I just flipped it. So tell me that part. Tell me about that
I,
part about how the ladies be able to do
I,
that. The
I
younger
am.
ladies or
Give me
whatever. Tell
one
me that
second.
part.
I'm going to read a few of these. I'm gonna read a few of these
That part.
comments. Hi, Melatonin X. Thanks for coming. Okay, Black Pill, formerly known as Red Pill, says, "What you say about women who use men who have spent money and some of them out for dinner just for her to go back home with another man who don't spend on her and break her back out?" I feel like that's a matter of a conversation. You know, if you're don't take a woman out to an expensive dinner place if you're not exclusive. I mentioned that earlier. Ask the person, are you monogamous? Are you dating other people? If you don't want her to date other people, find a woman that's exclusively dating you, or that's gonna give you what you want. I mean, that's what I have to say about women that are going out on dates with men and then going home. That's very disgusting to me. I'm sorry. I was raised to be something different. I wouldn't even feel good about myself doing that. Black Pill says that, Chris, you speak in facts. Um, Cocoa Butter Barbie says you're not completely wrong. Sometimes our behavior does make men think we consent to their bad behavior. Okay, Red Polo. Oh, what's up?
Yo!
Okay. Yeah, I agree. With Cocoa Butter Barbie, I've agreed, women have a certain responsibility as to what they need to do if they want to be respected by men. But sometimes you can be doing nothing. The lady that was coming home from work, she was doing absolutely nothing. Coming home from work, and maybe like Chris said, maybe that's the drugs. Maybe that's what it is.
Shout out Rad Polo. Oh, yeah. Yeah, bullshit ain't nothing.
Chris. Amika, what do you think about what Chris had to say about women that just accept these guys that don't have much going on for themselves?
No, I didn't say that they have much going on with themselves. I was talking about walking around with your motherfucking half-ass ass out.
Okay. In
Yeah,
his
I don't.
words.
Yeah, I agree with him. I don't like to see like women out there with men with their pants down, and it just looks so stupid to me. Like, why you want to be out there with somebody that can't pull their pants up and dress appropriately? Is the same thing with men that's out there with women that are dressed scandalously for every other man to see, and then they want people to respect them. So it goes both ways. So what he says was correct.
But wait a minute, y'all. Now, when you in a relationship, sometimes your husband might want you to dress a little, sexy. He might want you to turn up the sexy and look a little slutty because he wants all eyes to be on him. So, um, men like women. I'm sorry, you guys. Men like women that are dressed slutty.
They like it, but there's a time and place for everything. I'm sorry,
Slutty,
my dog is going crazy right now.
Okay.
slutty
Sorry.
and sexy is two different things.
Okay.
Yeah,
Those are two different things. And you can wear when we're going out, you can wear certain outfits that is not slutty but sexy, but you with me. But you
yeah.
talking about you about to go to the gas station or you about to go to Walmart and all that goofy ass shit, and you gonna have this shit on, you got me fucked up.
It
You know,
really just depends on where we're going. We going somewhere through a hood. No, I'm not gonna
we or you, we or the woman,
we, the couple. She
we. So
said
we
she
speaking
said
French.
women that are dressed out on a date looking, you know, trashy. Queen
Trashy
Mercy,
and
yes, Queen
sexy is
Mercy.
different.
We're gonna pull Queen Mercy up. Queen Mercy, how you doing tonight, lovely one? Let me see.
Hi, I'm doing okay.
So, what do you have to say
You
on
can
the
hear me.
topic
You can
tonight?
hear
Have
me
modern
okay.
men lost their minds?
I would say they've always been that way.
Mm-hmm.
They always been that way because even back in the day, even back in the day, men were still raping people, molesting children. You know what I mean? Like that degenerate behavior has always been there, in my opinion.
Absolutely.
But now it's worse because they have a different variety of drugs.
Ooh, No.
it's a lot of men that use, but they keep it so wrapped up real good. You know, it's men who pop pills secretly or have a drug or alcohol addiction. You know, porn has a lot
Mhm.
to do with it. You know, it's a lot of different things.
Porn, yes, porn doesn't. Porn is fake, you guys. It's not real. That's not love making. Okay, no one's making love that long. No one's screaming like that in real life. These are theatrics. These are actors. That's what guys have to understand. Cocoa Butter Barbie says, I think how you dress shouldn't be a factor in this. How you dress doesn't warrant a man's bad behavior.
I agree.
Hmm. But you still have
Yeah.
to be aware of how you're dressed, especially if you know you're coming home 2 o'clock in the morning or you're out at the clubs, because that's the world that we live in. No, it should not be. Like she said, it does not warrant a man's bad behavior, but it can definitely incite that behavior. So you just have to be careful. You have to definitely be careful. Okay, we lost Amika, but she said her dog was cutting up, so she probably had to spank him a little bit. But yeah, I just felt like this was something that definitely needed to be talked about. It needed to be discussed because it's just too much going on. There's too many women out here that are purposely choosing to be alone because the men are not working towards getting along with us. You know, they can't recognize our strengths and accept our strengths. They just automatically just feel that they should have someone bowing down to them, doing what they're doing what they say just because they're born male. And that's not reality. That's never going to get you not only the woman that you want, but any woman at all. I'm sorry, but these men that are on these social media platforms are teaching you guys wrong. And that's why they're the women are choosing to be alone. That's why they're choosing to go their own way. Rad Polo O says, I know I live
Yep.
my life by the golden rule, free everybody the way you want to be treated. That's right. Treat people the way you want to be
Yep.
treated.
Yep. Absolutely.
Okay, Amika, we'll see you when you come
Right.
back there.
Right. And I'm a woman that has voluntarily chosen to be single. I've been single for like 2 years now. I don't even date. I don't even put myself out there because I don't want to be with anybody. I've been married before, and I don't want to be married again or in a relationship. So it's just I'm kind of like cool with just being by myself.
Bye bye, Cocoa Butter Barbie. Yeah, I mean, I don't blame you. I'm a hopeless romantic, so I do want to be married again. I'm divorced, as you guys all know. I do want to be married again, but I wanted to be with the right person. I have not totally given up. I do believe that there are good men out there. I know that there are good black men. I just haven't met mine yet. It's just not my time yet. So, as a mother, my focus is raising my children until they grow up. And then, not to say that I couldn't have a husband now, but until that time comes, this is where I'm at. And I've just accepted that. And I'm okay with that until something different happens.
Yeah. Hey, and I'm listening to you, and I felt the same way until my daughter grew up. But my daughter is, just turned 21 last Tuesday. I still and feel the same way. That's my obligation. That's my responsibility. I had opportunities to be able to move out, but when it comes to the kids and so forth and all that, oh, I'm all on mine. I'm all on my daughter.
Hmm.
And she's not even here and so forth. So I understand what you're saying, but I still want love. I still
Yeah, you
want to
still
be
want
able to read the
companionship.
right woman. Huh?
You still want companionship, right?
Absolutely. You still want companionship, but we won't subject that to not being able to handle the business of our children. You know what I'm saying? Your children, my
Yeah,
children, or whatever. And so I agree with that. But
yeah,
what I'm not going to do is deal with this bullshit and deal with this goofy ass shit and deal with this. I mean, I wish I could see this topic of men. You know what I'm saying? Well, first of all, I'm not going to date no man, but I don't know whatever this topic is or whatever, but
Have
yes.
modern men lost their mind?
No,
That's
we
the
have not
topic.
lost our damn mind. We refocus. Oh, so so ladies can refocus on theirs, but men, we can refocus on ours.
I'm not saying that you can't. Let me read this comment by Maina Steele. He says, "That's when you find someone when you're not looking."
I
Okay.
agree.
Who is Rad Polo O? Do I not know? Do I know him?
I don't know, but he got great fucking comments.
Oh my goodness, Chris. Um. Queen Mercy, do you have children? Or your mom?
Yes, sorry. Yes, I'm a mom. I have one son. Um, I was in a car
Nice.
accident when I was pregnant, so I have a lot of health complications, and he has some too. So that's one of
Hmm.
my main reasons for like just not wanting to date. I've tried so many times, but I'm over it completely.
Yeah,
I have
Yeah.
what I call special companions. Like I don't like going out to dinner and stuff like that, or hanging out. I'm pretty content with that. I have zero desire to be with anybody again. Is dead to me. But marriage is a beautiful thing, though. It's just not
It
meant for me.
is.
yeah. But from a stranger, we got love for you. We bless you, and we wish you the best. Wish you the best from stranger.
Yes, we
I don't even know.
do.
Do what you have to do. Keep your heart up. Keep your chin up. Stay blessed, and whatever religion it is that you go, that you are a participant of, stay strong and do your thing, sweetheart. And that's
Yeah.
much
I
love
appreciate it.
from this focus. You
And
know,
I'm happy
that's
to
love.
know I'm happy to hear that she has someone special that she does things with.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Everyone needs someone. No one wants to be alone. It's hard doing it alone. M. Reimer says dating at 35 plus is terrible. Yeah. Pretty
Yeah,
much after anything after, I would say 25 plus is terrible.
yes,
25 plus is terrible. But so at the end of the day, I guess we all agree that everyone has to be accountable. Men have to be accountable and women have to be accountable.
absolutely.
Would you agree, Queen Mercy, in regards to
Yes.
um, cutting down on this violence against women?
Yes,
Yes,
I agree on it. Like when I go out in public, I have to wear a complete hijab just to avoid anybody. You know what I mean? Because it's like
Mm-hmm.
the what they call it chivalry. They said chivalry is dead, but it's still alive in certain parts of America. But just to avoid like getting snatched up, whatever. Like I literally have to keep my eyes like cover everything else except for my eyes when I go out in public. And like where I live at, it's not an issue. I'm in like a isolated village where I live, but I have to travel to the city most of the time. So when I go to the
Mm-hmm.
city, I get a lot of trouble there. So I have to shop where the Muslim grocery stores are, just to have a little bit of protection. Like it's sad,
Oh
but I have to
no.
go to the extra length just to avoid the unwanted attention.
yep,
That that
yep.
is extremely sad. I don't feel that way when I'm out. And here's the reason why: I pray before I leave. I pray and I carry a gun. But I pray. I pray and I tell God to cover me when I'm going out. Please God, do not let these men see anything that's outside of you or what you see in me when I'm out. I'm polite. I speak when I feel like someone's being a jerk. I don't speak. I just keep looking forward and make it to wherever it is that I'm trying to go. But I don't feel like that. I mean, I can be in places that some people would say are very dangerous. Hey, Vulcan. But I don't feel that way when I'm out. I mean, it's really sad that women have to feel that way. And if you are a Christian woman, please pray before you go out in the streets and you walking alone by yourself. Ask God what I just said to cover you. Brad Polo O says, when you're in a relationship, you got to be best friends. At least that's what I'm aiming for in my next relationship. Yeah, you do need to be friends. Yes, we got to protect the women by any means. Correct.
Absolutely. And then also, listening to the young lady when she made her comments is, at least here, it's not that this it's the stranger that you are in danger with. It's the guy or the individual who you are involved with. So from starting all the way from the beginning, make sure that you're involved with an individual who is straight minded. Because here we had an individual where he was dating a young lady, and then she was pregnant with her with his child. He rolled her up in the carpet. He shot her and killed her, rolled her up in the carpet and put her in storage. So
Oh,
Wow.
it's not necessarily about the strangers. It's also about making sure that when you get involved with an individual from the beginning, that you know the type of individual what they are.
Right.
Because
Right.
a big thing that's been happening here is like men have been killing all these women and stuff. It's like, dude, like I don't know who all is on the line, but a little joke that we have been saying is like, oh, they light skinned, they feeling like Drake, they soft and they sensitive. Not to say that that is um, what every light skinned or even dark skinned individual feels or doesn't feel, but it's like, man, these dudes is crazy out here because again, like I said, it's about the drugs. Light skinned niggas do drugs, dark skinned niggas do drugs. They be popping these pills. They be doing this or that. They don't know how to accept a no. I'm not interested in you. So I kind of feel for a lot of the ladies because I'm like, man, these young dudes is out here crazy. They don't understand or they can't take the idea of no, I don't want to mess with you, nigga.
Yeah.
but wasn't it
Or
like
Even if
or
y'all
the
say that in the right way, even if they say it in the right way.
Yeah, I think it's also the abandonment issues too. So they can't take when a woman's exiting their life, they lose their
Yes,
minds with
yes,
that. The abandonment is it goes to the root.
yes. You are absolutely 100% correct. They
that's
don't understand that, and they're sensitive. They're super
that's
soft,
why
and that
women.
also goes to where when you think about it, when school everybody get a C. Oh, you did bad, but you gonna get a C for achievement. You're gonna get this because you tried. I
Oh,
think
you mean like they grew up in a world
that's
at
soft
least
environment. Yes,
where they would just reward people just for participating.
yes, that is coming to fruition.
Mediocre behavior is
Yes,
getting
that is
reward.
coming to fruition in a whole different lifestyle from when they took it from sports to they took it from their lifestyle and took it to their lifestyle.
Hmm. Yeah, I remember when I had a guy approach me when I was coming home from work one time, and he blew smoke in my face, and I'm asthmatic, so that was like a big problem for me. So I was like, how you doing or whatever, have a nice day. And he got mad because I turned him down, but I was really polite. I was followed, and he put a gun in my back. He had another guy with him,
Hmm.
put a gun in my back, and stole my chain off of me to so-called teach me a lesson just because I turned him down.
Where do you live at? What state?
Well, that was in Miami, Florida. So it's like it
Oh my
was
goodness.
pretty rough. And up here, like I'm in the Midwest now, they still can't take. I could be as nice as I want to be. I can be as kind as I want to be, and turn down or say, hey. Sometimes it could work for a couple of months, and then you'll see something that you don't like. So you're like, okay, I got it. I have to exit. I have to leave. They don't handle that well. They don't
No,
handle that well, so
no,
it could be very, very violent.
yeah, yeah. Hey, remember when Sean used to say "fruity booty goofy ass niggas"?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's the
Mhm.
same thing. I'm in the Midwest, so
Yeah.
I
Yeah, they
understand.
some there's some
I
there's something
understand that,
else be
man.
like, "My
They
mama
be
left, my
rolling,
daddy left."
The worst thing
man.
that's ever happened to me for turning a guy down was I got called a bitch, and I had never been talked to like that. So I just give them. Well, back then I used to give them a fake number. Now, if it's someone I'm not really interested in, I mean, just depends on what's going on. I'll give them a Google number and just never answer.
Yeah, they
Because I
know
mean,
that
like,
trick too. They know that trick too. They're like, better not be no Google number.
oh yeah, because sometimes they'll call it right there on the spot. And one of my friends, actually, Cleo, she was saying that some guy in Detroit shot this girl for giving him the wrong number.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Goodness.
that's why I start off my day by asking God to just cover me when I'm out. You know, yes, just because I turned him down, just because Queen Mercy, like she said, she turned the guy down. He took her chain, and so yeah. I mean, we live in a world that's like that. Like getting called a bitch is not the worst thing that could possibly happen to you. So
It
it's
might
sad.
be it might be the best thing because then they leave me alone. Honestly,
Yeah,
when
it
it comes to
might be.
stealing, when it comes to stealing things, yeah,
And
damn.
I try to tell. I have a few friends that they're really aggressive with me, and I'm like, are you crazy? That's a man. Like you cannot talk to random men crazy. You don't know this man. I had one friend, you guys, when I was younger. I remember being at a club in Houston. This guy slapped the dog shit out of one of my friends because she was talking to him crazy. You cannot talk to men crazy. You know, it is scary for women, organic black. It's very scary for the single woman that's out here. Um, you see, those guys in New York took that girl's eye out because she did not want to let them pay for her beverages or get their phone numbers. So, men, yes, it's happening often. When you see women, please keep your eyes open. Look out for us. Be there for us. A lot of men will sit back and just watch, or they'll say that they have the whole no snitching, or what is it? That ain't my business. She ain't my girlfriend. She ain't my sister. I don't know her. I'm not going to jump in that and get my tail beat. Like, why? You're a man. You can handle another man. Been there, done that in front of my people. He wouldn't have done that in front of my people. Yeah. But it is. It's a scary place that we live in. And men have to learn to accept rejection. Women have to learn to protect themselves and be accountable for their actions. No getting up in a man's face, yelling, screaming at him. No wearing provocative clothes when you're out alone by yourself. Unless you're ready to take that on, because that's just the reality that we live in.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys have been up in here with me for an hour. We're gonna go on ahead and wrap this up. Did anyone else have anything else they wanted to say on the topic tonight?
No, I think it's just no matter what women do, you can wear baggy clothes, you can you can do everything and it still won't be enough. Um it's just sometimes you just got to be by yourself for a while, like to me that's been the best safety net for me. It goes to the extent where you have to even pretend you speak sign language or speak another language just to detour someone. But it's really crazy out here.
You got to be careful with speaking sign language. You're in the wrong hood. You're gonna
I know, right?
throw up something that's gonna look like something else. But
Yeah, that's true.
Queen Mercy, I thank you so much for sharing your story. It was so powerful. Like, oh man, that's crazy. I can't believe that someone stole something from you and put a gun to you because you did not want to share your phone number and decide to date someone. That is sick.
Hmm. Yeah, it was crazy.
Chris, do you have anything else you want to say about the topic tonight?
Though I just wish everybody safeness and happiness. Uh, be safe. Praise your savior, and that's it. That's it. I don't have nothing to say.
Okay, Amika said yesterday a guy just walked up to me and said, "What that tastes like?" And I wasn't dressed crazy. Yeah, that's true. Just like the guy that tried to get in the girl's apartment and asked her if he could taste her and then tried to force his way in. So, ladies, if you have a ring at your door, talk to these men through that ring. Don't open up the door. You can't take them on. You can't overpower them. Even if you think he's a small guy, don't Don't underestimate his strength because he looks small in stature. But you guys, thank you so much for coming up. Organic Black says she's going to join us next week. So I love panelists coming up, helping me out. I can't do this alone. Chris, of course, always thank you for having my back.
Yeah, the
In
homie.
your opinion, from
That's
a
the
male
homegirl.
perspective, I don't always believe in everything that you say, but
Yeah, yeah.
you still take that leadership and put me back in my place, Chris. You like doing that, don't you?
I enjoy our conversation. I enjoy the engagement.
Well, good night, everyone. I'll see you guys next Wednesday. I may come on later in the week and do some lunch money in the week. I do have some more products, some Black owned products that I'm going to be reviewing. If you guys have any suggestions for me, please email me at smartcookie214@gmail.com. Like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Share with everyone that you know. Also, follow me on Instagram where I put up a little bit more about my personal life. Vulcan says he's going to come up. Nice. Oh, thank you, Organic Black. She's just full of compliments. She said, we have nice teeth, Chris. Bye, Vulcan. Okay, and the last one is from Mario, also known as Red Polo O. He says, it's sad. It's a sad world that we live in. Y'all heard about Hitman Holly. Yes, I did hear about his
Yes,
girlfriend.
yes,
She got
yes.
shot. Cinnamon was shot. Poor baby. But that's it for this week. I'll see you guys next Wednesday at 8 o'clock. And I got some other things coming for you guys. Smart Cookie has been working hard behind the scenes. I got something really nice that I think you guys are all gonna love. So I'll see you guys next Wednesday. Thank you so much, Queen Mercy and Chris. I will see you guys next Wednesday at 8 o'clock. Good
All
Absolutely.
night.
right.
Good
Bye
night.
bye. Night.